I haven't bought anything in the last 30 days. Even if you're not interested in this no buy year that I'm doing, I think you're still going to benefit from watching this video because I'm going to share the lessons that I've learned. I'm not doing this necessarily for financial reasons, but the lessons that I'm learning. So I'm really excited to give you an update as well as share with you those lessons. Hi, if we haven't met before, my name is Jessica. On this channel, we talk all things money and I share with you my own journey to financial independence. Hope you will stick around and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you in the community. I also happen to be doing a no buy year this year in 2022. I will link the kickoff video where I talk about that a lot more in detail. I'll link that in the description box down below so you can check that out if you haven't done so already. I've been wanting to do a no buy year for a couple of years now, so I started this year on January 1st. You are watching this video probably around mid-February, so it's been well over a month and I'm going strong. I'm excited to share with you a bit of an update on how things are going, and also most importantly I want to share with you a couple of lessons that I've learned so far. First, the update. Actually, things are going really well. I'm quite excited and I'm really glad that I've decided to do this. So things are going well. I have not really bought anything as far as material items go. I haven't gone shopping or purchased anything. And as far as my rules go, to recap, I spend on food and consumables, as well as there are about 3-ish items that I have planned to buy throughout 2022 because I know I'm going to need them. But as far as I'm concerned, these are well planned items, so these are not going to be impulse purchases. I know exactly what they are and when I'm going to buy them. So those are a couple of exceptions. Other than that, it's pretty much a no buy year for me. So let's talk a little bit about the categories. As far as things go, I haven't bought anything. I haven't gone shopping. There was one day actually towards the end of January where it was a beautiful sunny day and we went out for a happy hour and I ended up trying on a dress. It was a beautiful dress and I may still buy it at some point, but I did not buy it. It was a stunning looking dress and I resisted and I just left it there. So I'm pretty proud of myself on that. And that's about it. I didn't buy anything. But as far as the food category goes, if you haven't seen my previous kickoff video, I had mentioned that for me, I don't really foresee shopping being a problem because I'm pretty good with that. It was really that the thing that I was trying to be mindful of was just eating out, just from a health perspective. And I'm proud to say I have not done a single order in. I have eaten out a couple of times. Once was during a trip, so I had an overnight trip planned around mid-January. So when that happened, obviously I was in another city, so I ate out one day, and then there was another time where it was a celebration, ate out then as well. So that's actually pretty good. I still consider that a success because one of the greatest lessons that I learned from this whole thing is that I'm okay to eat out if it's a celebration or if I'm getting together with friends. What I really want to stop doing, like when the no buy year is done, is not order food mindlessly, because that isn't the healthiest thing to do. So when you're eating out, or when I'm eating out and I'm out there, I'm celebrating, or I'm spending time with family and friends, it's more than just food. It's connecting with people. It's all very intentional and celebratory rather than just being lazy and ordering unhealthy stuff in. So all in all, I consider that a success. I did eat out a couple of times, which it wasn't really, I wasn't really planning on it necessarily, but I think that is human. And it just kind of goes to show it's not about perfection, it's about improvement. Sometimes things are going to happen. Like these 2 times that I ate out, one was planned, one was not, but it was great, it was enjoyable. It was a bit of an unexpected celebration. The sun was shining. It was nice lunch and champagne in the mountains. I mean, come on, I'm okay with that. So other than that, not too much to report as far as the update goes. But what I really wanted to focus on, at least for myself, is the lessons. As you know, if you saw the kickoff video, that I'm not really doing this for financial reasons, but I'm really doing it to get my habits in check, to simplify my life, and to create more space in my mind, in my life. And I want to do away with all of the unnecessary things that clutter my life in every way. So that's really the reason why I'm doing this. And of course, to reduce my footprint, environmentally speaking. So those are my wishes. That's how I want to live my life. I'm much more interested in the lessons I learn than the money I save, although saving money is a nice side effect to have as well. With that said, here are 2 lessons that I've learned in the last 30 days. It's more like 45 days, actually. The first lesson is that when you take shopping off the table, you create so much time and so much space in your life and in your head. And think about it. Time and mental space. All of us yearn for that. Those are 2 things almost all of us want more of. More time, less stress. That's what we want, but it's available to us. We just choose to fill it. We choose to fill it with unnecessary things. Think about it. If all you did was shop for food once a week, think about everything that's off the table now. So if you decide, like in this case, I decided I wasn't going to shop, so it was completely off the table. I'm not even thinking about anything. Once that decision is made, think about all the things that are completely off the table. Window shopping, gone. Going to the mall, gone. Going to Target, Nordstrom's, Home Depot, IKEA, Marshall's, Dollar Store, whatever happens to be your thing, it's all off the table now. Online browsing, gone. Checking emails where they send you all of these latest sales, gone. Thinking about the next purchase, gone. Planning, researching, browsing, pondering, thinking, everything is off the table. When you know you're not going to do this, it completely is off the table. And that is so extremely freeing. All of that time, all of that energy and mental space, when it's completely freed up, think about what you could do with that time. I mean, do you want to take up a hobby? Do you want to exercise? Do you want to just take a nap? You just want to give yourself extra time to sleep. And, maybe you want to call a friend and spend more time with whoever you want to spend time with. It's just that all of this time that we think we don't have, all of this is so quickly created, and it's kind of mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. It really is mind-boggling how much time you have. And you don't really realize it until you take all of the possibilities off the table. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's really mind-boggling. It really is. So, okay, with that, we'll leave that one. The second big lesson that I learned is that we spend our time as if there's unlimited amount, as if it's never going to run out. We squander time doing insignificant things that really don't matter. They're not going to matter in a few years or even in a few weeks, because all of the time and effort that we spend, let's say on shopping, as soon as we make that purchase, as soon as we bring it home, we might be excited about it for a day, not even a day, in maybe a couple of hours, and then it's gone. Then all of that time that we dedicated to it just gone out the window. I had a short trip, as I mentioned to you, in mid-January, and on my flight, I watched a documentary called 100 Up. It was so interesting. The filmmaker basically talked to several people who were 100 and up. They ranged about 105 to 108 years old in age. So she talked to, I don't know, maybe 10 people, 10 different people from around the world. It was so interesting because at this point I had just started my No Buy year. So I was watching it from a different lens. And something that really stood out for me, all of these people who were 105 and up basically had really full lives, and they contributed enormously. Like in their younger years, one was a doctor, one was a sex therapist, and various other things. Another one was in business, and they really had full lives. What really stood out for me was that they were in their hundreds, and they were healthy. They were mentally healthy, psychologically healthy, physically healthy as can be expected at that age. I mean, obviously your mobility is reduced, but they were walking every day, they were exercising, they were keeping themselves fit. And one of the things that they said without fail, all of them, when asked, do you want to live longer? They absolutely wanted to live longer. It wasn't because, now they've lived over 100 years and now they're getting ready to die. Not at all. That will to live and the will to live well was intact. There were a couple of threads that I noticed in common with all of them without fail. Number one was health. And they felt that it was really important for them to be healthy in this old age. Not only that, but it was really important for them to be healthy all along, because it's so much easier to maintain your health than get to a point where you've lost your health and now you're trying to get it back. It's much more difficult that way. So they had maintained their health and well-being throughout their lives. And that's what they said. It was really important for them to have their health. The second thing that they said was having friendships. Having close friendships and relationships was really important, because in so many cases, the kids had moved on, the family members had moved on. But what really made life worth living, in their words, was having those friendships. And how does this relate to No Buy year? For me, it was, if you think about it, health and friendships. How many of us say that we don't have time to be healthy? How many of us say, I just don't have time to prep my meals. I don't have time. I'm just going to order in. I'm just going to go through the drive-through. I don't have time to exercise. I'm so busy. I've lost touch with my friends. I just don't have time to call. I don't have time to stay in touch. I don't have time to go for lunch or go for coffee. How many times do we say that? But if we take all of the insignificant things like shopping unnecessarily off the table, like my previous point, now you create this space for yourself that you can do things that are going to matter for the rest of your life. These are the things that are going to matter until the end of life. Think about that. How would it be if we could just invest all of that time and effort into living a healthy, fulfilling, joyous life where we get to spend time with our friends and family, and we get to laugh and live and enjoy. So it was really interesting. As they say, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I don't even know how I came about this documentary. It was a very short flight. Normally, I don't even watch anything on the plane, especially if it's such a short flight. I'll read something, or I'll just listen to a quick podcast or something like that. So it was just one of those things. I just happened to watch it, and I learned so much from this documentary. If you get the opportunity to watch it, do watch it. It's called 100 Up. And that is my update and a couple of the lessons that I've learned so far in my first month of No Buy, and I will try to keep you updated over the next year. I'll drop a few updates here and there. And that is the video for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and tell me in the comments down below if you are doing this with me. Let me know how things are going. If you've done 30 days or if you're planning to do it longer. I'm certainly planning to do it for the rest of the year. I think it's going to be fun. All right, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.